Hello, and welcome back to Trends, presented in partnership with Travel Daily News Asia Pacific. I'm with Nikhil Sharma, Managing Director and Chief Operating Officer, South Asia of Radisson Hotels and Resorts. We're at the ASEAN-India Forum in Bangkok, and you are watching Trends. So, Nikhil, from your perspective at Radisson Hotels, how do you see ASEAN and India collaborating more effectively in tourism and hospitality?
David, firstly, thank you for having us. Radisson is a large part in India and Asian countries. Just from a numbers perspective, we cater to more than 5 million guests in India itself. We have more than 200 hotels at the moment. And you had 2 million tourists come into Thailand last year. If you were to look at Vietnam, the number from 140,000 is up to 500,000, which is 500,000 tourists that are coming in from India. So truly magic happening there with the ease of visa, ease of transport, more low-cost carriers being available. You will see more and more Indians traveling out.
What trends are you observing in Indian outbound travel to Southeast Asia, and how are you preparing Radisson's properties in the region to meet those expectations?
It's a great question. So Indians are firstly, there are 3 or 4 attributes that I would like to point out. One is the value for money that Indians are looking at, and it's important to bundle services for them so they see some value coming from there. Second is you see trans-generational travel, and let me classify that. One is family friendly, and the other is when you are traveling with extended family and your parents. So you have your parents, you have your kids, and could be even other family members. So from a hotel's perspective, wanting rooms on the same floor, wanting to be together, and Indians can be, depending on the community, different preferences. So vegetarian options are extremely important. And because we are digitally savvy today, we have more than 500 million users on social media. The art of storytelling and the beauty of the city, the hotels, the locations is extremely important to tell that on social media and make sure that it reaches the Indian audiences.
So your hotels recognise the importance of catering to vegetarian, Jain and all of these cuisine requirements then?
Absolutely. So we have a program called Welcome India, which is a program aimed at Indians traveling abroad. And we continue to consolidate and work on that, whether it is for the vegetarian food, simple nuances of tying in a few Hindi words for the Indian traveler to understand. It could be as simple as even Namaste, which is the greeting, right, which gets them going on. And let me take it a step further. Indian weddings and MICE events, because that's the big piece, right? And you see a lot of Indian weddings in this part of the world now. And great locations, great hospitality, and of course, great service by our hotels.
Obviously, sustainability is becoming a priority in hospitality. Everyone's talking about it. How is Radisson incorporating sustainable practices across your South Asia and ASEAN properties?
So Radisson is one of the first few hotel companies that are committed to being net carbon neutral by 2050. It's not only in everything that we are building, but it's everything that we do even now. So whether it is building new hotels from a sustainable practicer perspective, plastic free at our hotels, or making sure that, green housekeeping is followed through and we keep educating the customer to be more sustainable. Those are the small practices that we are doing at Radisson.
Do you think a guest is actually booking a hotel based on sustainable practices, or is it just of interest and doesn't influence their booking pattern?
Well, it's definitely influencing the booking pattern. We are seeing guests and corporates wanting to book more sustainable hotels. Are they willing to pay more for a sustainable hotel? Not at the moment. But as a trend, we are seeing customers wanting to stay consciously. And it's the younger generation, the Gen Zs, that are actually driving this mindset change. And you see that across.
How is Radisson addressing the evolving needs of the younger Indian and Southeast Asian traveller, particularly Gen Z and millennials, because they're setting new trends?
So absolutely. And that's a tough one, right? You have to keep it relevant. one of the things that we are doing is making sure that there are Insta moments curated at the hotels so that the Gen Z has those spots for them, and that's extremely important for them. That's one of the things that we're doing, but really just making memorable experiences and wanting to make sure that it's a holiday or it's a work holiday that people will remember. And that's really where we're working towards.
Looking ahead, what is your vision for Radisson's growth in ASEAN and Southeast Asia? What plans do you have?
Well, we want to more than double our hotels in India. And I would imagine that is our plan for the ASEAN countries as well, to be present in locations that are not only popular, but flag planters in new destinations so that we build hotels in a more sustainable way and make sure that there's no overcrowding in large cities.
Nikhil, thanks for meeting with us today at the Trend Studio at the ASEAN-India Forum. Keep doing the great work that you're doing at Radisson and the hospitality that you're providing. Have a great afternoon at the forum. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.